All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Discovering Multifamily Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Scandariato with Red Knight Properties. And today we have a special guest here with us, Daniel Martinez, and he is the co-founder of Hivemind. He's a property data and skip tracing provider as well. And he's a real estate investor, mostly on the land side. He's getting into some commercial deals as well, from what I understand. And today we're going to talk about his latest venture, Hivemind, that he started actually this year, 2021, with his business partner. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make today, but he's really trying to disrupt the model where you have many different apps in terms of generating leads, and marketing is a very important facet of any business, but especially real estate if you're looking to acquire assets and sell assets. So we're going to talk about his platform and how it's really going to be considered just one all-encompassing CRM. So really excited to have a conversation with Daniel and to hear what he's been up to. So thanks for coming on.
No problem, man. No problem. I appreciate you having me here.
Sure. So tell us, and he's coming from California. So tell us, how did you get into it, and what's been your background and kind of what you're looking to achieve, better than what I can explain.
I gotcha. So I always like telling people that I am a previous truck driver, just because a lot of people that are in truck driving, they feel like they can never get out. So I'm a previous truck driver. I started my first business when I was 25. I've been an entrepreneur for 4 years. I actually started a trucking company first. I didn't do real estate at first. And I was a learning experience. I learned a lot doing business as a whole, because you never know business till you do it. There's no book you can do to learn about business. So I love my experience. I did it with trucking, and I don't do trucking anymore. I pivoted into real estate. That's one of the beauties of entrepreneurship, is you always have the ability to pivot into whatever you want to do. And once you start doing real estate, you can really pivot in what you want to do, because you get the funds and time availability. So I started doing real estate it's been about 3 years now. I did my first deal as a land deal in Florida. Somebody was dumping garbage on their property, wanted to sell it, ended up negotiating it, sold on marketplace 2 days later. And that was the start of it. So after you get your first check, it becomes reality, and you're like, I could do this. So I fell into the data space, and then me and my partner were doing real estate. Anthony Gaona, who's not here, and he's out of Texas. So I'm virtually in California, and we're doing stuff in Texas. I'm just kind of his back end person. And our CRM, it was just whack. Like, it's hard to keep up with. It can be cumbersome in some cases. It's hard to follow up with everything. And we're struggling to keep everything together just as a whole, because if you're not organized in your back office, it's really, really hard just to keep the deal flow going and keep being consistent. So we ended up starting Hivemind February 2021, which is about 9 months ago. And it's just been, we've been helping a lot of businesses just automate and accelerate is what our model is. We can help any business, but we're really focused on real estate investors, and it can be used for anything. So it's texting, calling, ringless voicemails, call recording. We have an app base. You can call from the app, unlimited websites, unlimited users. And we've been helping a lot of companies and businesses just start from scratch. We're teaching them how to do real estate, how to wholesale, how to do land, how to wholesale houses. And we've just been helping as many people as possible.
Excellent. It sounds very interesting. And in terms of your clients are real estate investors, and they're looking for leads, whether it's on the residential side, commercial multifamily side, or commercial office, or whatever asset class, how are they getting the leads? Because you have a background in lead generation as well.
Yeah.
Skip tracing. Can you talk about that?
So we tell people where you get the leads is really, there's so many different ways. Like we think driving for dollars are the hottest leads as a whole, just because you're visibly seeing, what's the word I'm looking for? Distress. It could be a hole in the roof. It could be tarp on the roof. It could be broken windows. It could be gated up property where it's vacant. It could be boarded up windows. It could be anything like that, or just debris everywhere. So you can visually see that, and you can do that with any asset class, from land, whether there's people dumping on the property, houses where it's partially burned. Like those are opportunity, even with multifamily. If it's a gated multifamily unit, that's a distressed property. So those visual cues are like the hottest list in my opinion. And you can do this from lead generation from Google Maps. People do this through Google Street View, and they're driving around neighborhoods that they don't even live by across the country, and they can pick up properties using driving for dollar apps and stuff like that, just to market leads like that using Google Street View. But if you're going to do like large outbound marketing, you can pull a list and just hit certain areas, certain hot areas, hot zip codes, you name it. Whether you're looking for land, houses, or apartments, you can hit large areas at once using marketing.
Right. And then does the service that you put together, which is really, is it a cloud-based platform, I'm assuming?
Yeah. We can pull any type of leads anywhere in the US, city, county, or zip code. We pull lists, we skip trace lists, or if you have a list, we can provide a skip trace list.
Okay. So the clients can upload their own list if
Yep.
they have that available, but if not, because of your other background, they're able to potentially, I guess, purchase the list from your prior platform, but now it's all encompassing. So that to me makes sense. And so what is in terms of, you mentioned there was, voice call, voice messages you could just leave without, the other line ringing.
Yeah.
You said there's a text messaging feature. What other features are there? Even outside of the lead generation, what other types of marketing does your service provide?
So it depends on how you market. So you can use our phone system to set up bandit signs. So you get a phone number, put bandit signs up, and you can get inbound calls. Our VMs are ringless voicemails. For everyone who doesn't know, if you ever get a voicemail and you never received a call, and you're like, how'd I get this voicemail here? That's a ringless voicemail. It's a form of outbound marketing that turns into inbound. So if people call you back, you're no longer doing that cold outreach. It's a form of inbound. So we like doing a lot of inbound marketing just because they're better leads, in my opinion, because people are actually calling you back based on whatever your outreach was. So you can do PPC leads, which are Facebook or Google ads. Those are inbound leads. They're really, really hot. We get our best results using that, just because we don't have to pay cold callers. We don't have to pay like SMS outbound and message people about if they're even John Smith. If people come to you directly in your front door, my name is John Smith. I have 123 Main Street. I want to sell you for this price. Like it's a hot lead every time. So we prefer those type of leads where they're inbound, but you can do any type of marketing. Like we have clients using mail, bandit signs. We have one client using QR codes. He makes QR code stickers and puts it on gas stations. Like you can do this for anything. And with the websites, you can link that QR code to a website. That's a funnel to have them fill in. Instead of paying PPC ads, you can just have people that are curious hit your website, and then it comes inbound. So a lot of it's just automation and having that outbound marketing come in automatically, whether you're paying for it through PPC or text, and it comes back inbound or RVM, stuff like that. It's just automating that whole front end process. So you're no longer prospecting for leads. They just come to you. You can nurture that lead using our system and automation, and then you're only talking to vetted leads.
Right. You want to be as efficient as possible as a business owner if you're looking to grow. So that's a very interesting perspective. And in terms of high level pricing, I'm sure, especially if you're using methods like Google, if you're using mail methods, if you're using phone methods, is it like the pricing structure? I'm assuming there's a subscription, as well as every time you attract an inbound lead. Is that how it works, or am I?
So our basic plan, we wanted to provide as much value as possible. So our cheapest plan is $99 a month, and you get everything added that you can use day one. We have one of our users, I just looked it up today. She made $100,000 in September, and she pays us $99 a month.
And it was all from using your platform and
using our platform,
marketing.
100%. So we've already had 2 users make 6-figure months. And I don't know how many we actually hit 6 figures as a whole spread across a couple of months, but I think it's huge traction because like another one of our users, he had a 6-figure month in June. He was using spreadsheets prior to this. So from him going from spreadsheets to this and then having his first 6-figure month, I think it's huge for businesses and individuals just to use it as as a service to put into their back pocket to do marketing as a whole.
And have most of your real estate investors been like flippers or wholesalers or a mix of commercial
Man,
investors? What?
we literally have everything. We have land investors, flippers, we have wholesalers, and here's the beauty of our product is we can spread across any niche. So we have a beautician client, we have credit repair clients, we have a YouTube client that they wanted to use it for outbound marketing to connect with their audience. We have e-commerce clients. So it's not just like for real estate investors. It can be really used for any business, and it's customizable based on your niche. Coaching clients, you name it. We have it all.
Interesting. But the real estate you've been seeing a lot of real estate investors in terms of your clientele using it more so than any other industry.
Oh yeah, because we teach real estate too. So anybody new that comes in, we'll teach them how to do real estate, how to do wholesale, we'll provide the upfront thing because that's what we actually do ourselves. So we'll teach the real estate investors that want to learn real estate. And if they're already doing it, we'll teach them how to do it at a high level. But if they're in any other type of business, we're not going to disregard them as a client. If they come in, we'll teach them how to use the system for their business and their niche to automate their business as a whole.
I love it, Daniel. How can my audience find your platform and learn more about you?
So we're Hivemind CRM everywhere. We have a free Facebook group. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on the web, Google My Business. You can find us on Google Maps if you want to. So that's one of the cool things about us is that if you Google Hivemind CRM, we're actually on Google Maps. You can actually call us or text us from Google Maps. So it's and we integrate with that. There'll soon be a capability where you can actually set appointments from Google, whether you're on Google Maps or or just straight Google Online. So we integrate with a lot of different platforms that give you more capabilities and lead nurturing.
That's awesome. I'll definitely be checking that out. And audience, if you liked what you heard and or saw today, if you can please give us a rating and review on iTunes, that would help myself and Daniel's message get out to a wider audience. That's just the way iTunes works. So we really appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to checking out your platform, and hopefully my audience checks it out as well. Thank you.
Thank you.